Hey guys, today we'll be talking about fiscal policy, and essentially this is how governments use spending and taxes to stabilize the economy. So instead of having large booms and huge recessions, we kind of want a steady, consistent GDP increase over time. So what do they do to do this? Well, firstly, we have expansionary policies, and so this is when the economy isn't doing so well and not much money is in circulation, so people are getting laid off and there's less output. So, what you want to do is put more money back into people's pockets to spend more and overall increase output to match that spending. So, this would be the aggregate demand curve shifting right due to more money in people's pockets, and this fights recessions. The opposite of that, sorry, is contractionary. So, when the economy is running too hot, there's so much money in circulation and the money is getting devaluated, you need to raise taxes, shifting demand to the left, and cooling inflation. So, the reason why any of this works is the multiplier effect. If the government puts $1 into circulation, hopefully it'll create more than $1 in value or GDP. So, let's look at an example. So, post 2009 housing crisis, the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act was essentially to create a stimulus. So, an expansionary policy. So, what they did was they introduced tax cuts, invested in infrastructure, and helped in state aid. And so, that's essentially like guaranteed that the loan you lend to someone will get paid back, or getting a lower interest rate on the loan, or getting tax cuts. Um, so, the Congressional Budget Office estimated it raised GDP by 1 to 4% and lowered unemployment, I think, by around 1.8 points. So this was an expansionary policy. But there are some hindrances. For example, timing delays. So it takes a long time to recognize a recession and even more months for Congress to pass a bill, and even longer to actually spend the money and allocate the money to stimulate the economy. And so I think it was signed in February of 2009, but most funds and stimulus didn't flow into the economy until early 2010 or late 2009, so like 11 months. And so after the recession had already ended, the stimulus helped, but it arrived late. So it really reduced how effective it could have been. So thank you for watching my video.